Hi. Post-COVID, as we start to get back to the office, as we start to go back to normal, whatever normal is these days, is public speaking a useful skill to have? I most certainly think yes. Hi, I'm Shola. I'm a professional speaking coach and also a professional speaker based in London. Yes, indeed, public speaking skills will never, ever go out of fashion. They will never go out of style. And of course, most of us for the last few months have been doing our public speaking, if any at all, on Zoom, on Microsoft Teams, on WebEx. And the skills that we use, there obviously is some overlap between speaking online and speaking offline to groups. But what you may find is that because you haven't had the opportunity to speak in person with people for a while, you may find that you're a bit rusty. So if you want to make a real impact when you get back into the office, this could be a good time to brush up on your public speaking skills. And in fact, to improve them so that they're at a level beyond where they were when COVID set in. So a lot of people over the last few months would have been learning new skills. They'll have been doing LinkedIn Learning, going on to Udemy, taking coaching. A lot of people have spent the time improving. So if that isn't you, then maybe this is a really good moment now to actually improve those skills that you've got. So, to take a public speaking class, to get a bit of coaching, because it might be also that when you get back to the workplace, things are shaken up a bit. There could be opportunities that exist for you that didn't exist before. You could be somebody who perhaps has been put on furlough and you might return to no job and need to interview. So you'll need some vital interviewing skills. And one thing we know that public speaking can do is it can really help you with confidence. So especially if you're finding that you're having to interview for jobs, you're back in the sort of hurly-burly of meetings at work, rather than being in the more kind of reserved and refined world of online meetings. So you're back in that hurly-burly and you having to kind of fight a little bit to be heard. Having that extra bit of confidence that you can get from public speaker training can really help to make the difference. As I said, if you're somebody who wants to speak more or who just is thrust into a speaking environment, with all the changes that have happened with COVID and in the workplace, you might find that there are opportunities. There might be people who've decided to move on or to go to different jobs or take different roles. And so there could be a bit of a vacuum or a gap for you if you've got the right skills to cut through and really make an impact. And of course, being able to say the right thing at the right time, in the right way, in a way that's persuasive and impactful can really help with being noticed. So I totally think that post-COVID, even though a lot of us will still be speaking online, because a lot of people won't be going back to work anytime soon, this is a really good time to get your public speaking skills up to scratch. In addition to that, you might be thinking about your skills on video, because you might want to take your speaking on video and on camera to the next level. Now, of course, all of us were thrust into that situation where everything suddenly went online and meetings were online, and that's all very well. But some people have just kind of managed at that basic level, they open their mouth, something comes out, they're communicating online, but there's a next level that they can get to where they can be more on purpose with their personal brand, with their communication, with their the frameworks that they use when they're speaking. So all of that could well be seen as the next step, even if you're carrying on speaking on video and not yet going back to in-person communications or live in the same room communications. So I think there's a big opportunity here for people to get ready for post-COVID, but also to kind of elevate their skills on video, teleconferencing, etc., as we continue using these online tools to communicate. And I tend to think that that's not going to go away. I think a lot of people will now want to work from home. So there'll be much more of it going on. There'll be a lot more virtual meetings happening because we've seen them and we've seen that they work. So why not get a step up in the skills speaking virtually, speaking on video, etc., ready for that next wave, ready for whatever comes next, in terms of the workplace or in terms of your career opportunities. So I hope that helps you to understand why I think that public speaking skills and also speaking on video are so important, even as we move into this next phase of this sort of post-COVID sort of working life. Hope that helps. Take care and get in touch if you have any questions at all. Take care. Bye.